What's up, y'all? It's Wednesday. I hope everybody is feeling good this morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope everything is going well for you. So let's go ahead and get down to business. And I want to talk about this incredibly sad story involving a missing youngin by the name of Genesis Reid. Now, the mother of Genesis reported on February the 16th that her daughter was missing. She claimed that Genesis walked out of their Enterprise, Alabama apartment on Apache Drive through an open door. But then she was later charged with false reporting after they found inconsistencies within her story. Now, after the mother, Adrienne Reid, lied to the police when giving her account, they started to do their digging and did some investigation. And with the help of people that live within that particular apartment complex, they discovered that this child had been missing for over a month. So now the search continues. And what they found so far as it pertains to what I've saw, they basically found a car seat that was located across the street from the apartment complex. They also found a mattress that was burnt at the bottom, and it was also bloody on top, and it was drenched in it, y'all. So all signs point to like something sinister happened here. And maybe, I hate to be negative here, Genesis is no longer here. So what I want to do right here is play you all several clips as it pertains to this horrific story that's unfolding here. And there'll be clips of the father of Genesis, who actually drove 3 hours to Alabama. I believe he resides in Florida, to see where Genesis was, because he said that the mother kept giving him the runaround about her whereabouts and things of that nature. Every time he tried to go get her, there was an excuse. Now listen, let me just say this, and I'm going to keep it all the way 100. I don't know the ins and outs or the dynamics of his work schedule or what he has going on in his life. But for me, it wouldn't have took me weeks to a month to find out that my daughter was missing. I would have showed up at her front door and would have been like, ho. And listen, I don't normally call women out of their names, but when you're talking about my child, it's a different situation. You're now embarking on dangerous territory, and I need to know where the fuck my daughter is. Now, before I insert these clips, I think it's important to note that not only Adrienne is a person of interest here, they've also included a woman by the name of Mariah that is a person of interest as well. So this is getting very interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and insert these clips, and then I'll be back.
What's up, everybody? All right, you guys, so we are working on the case of Genesis Reid, who was missing out of Enterprise, Alabama. Now, there have been multiple reports saying that Genesis was 3 years old, she was 2 years old. I have had a few people in my comments confirm that Genesis is only 2 years old. So I've learned that Genesis' mother's name is Adrienne Reid. And from a live stream, I learned that she is not being cooperative with police, so she has been taken down for questioning. Now, police is searching the apartment. They're bringing out evidence. From what I heard, they brought out a rug. And also, Genesis' dad and other family members are on the scene because they are having a search party. I know the timeline has been kind of off about the last time she was last seen. But people at the rent office is saying that they last saw Genesis with Adrienne on January 8th when Adrienne came to pay her rent. Now, some neighbors have come forward to say that they even saw Adrienne burning things behind the apartment complex. Recently, y'all, it is being alleged that a smell was actually coming from Adrienne's apartment. And allegedly, people started to notice the smell. And that's why this whole taken from her bed thing came out today. Let me say this, that has not been confirmed as of right now. They are still searching for this baby. But from what I'm gathering, from everything that I'm watching, it seems like Adrienne had issues for a long time. This baby should not have been in her care. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. All right, you guys. So we finally have an update in the case of missing 2-year-old Genesis Reid out of Enterprise, Alabama. Now, there was a press conference held today where police have revealed that Adrienne Reid, which is the mother, has been arrested for providing false statements.
Although we are still investigating the whereabouts of Genesis, we are confident that Adrienne made a false report saying Genesis walked out of his apartment at 3 a.m. in the morning. Through the investigation, there's enough probable cause that has led to the arrest of Adrienne. Adrienne Reid has been charged with false reporting to local law enforcement authorities, a Class C felony due to the report alleging imminent danger to a person. This is the beginning of a long investigation, and the agencies involved and our community will not rest until Genesis is returned home.
Now, also in that press conference, they mentioned the person Mariah. So Mariah is a person that Adrienne brought up to police, and they're saying that Mariah could hold information on the whereabouts of Genesis. But I have to point out the fact that they have not even confirmed that this Mariah person is real. Also, we still don't have a for sure date of when Genesis was last seen, but everything is pointing to January. Now, a neighbor reported to always seeing Adrienne and Genesis take walks, but those walks reportedly stopped around January. Another witness claims that they saw Adrienne at a store on Valentine's Day and Genesis was not with Adrienne. And when they asked Genesis about the whereabouts of Adrienne, she just replied that she didn't know. Now, there is also a live stream that's available of a neighbor who says that she knows Adrienne and Genesis. And she also confirmed that around Valentine's Day, she questioned the whereabouts of Genesis because she wanted to make Genesis a Valentine's basket. But Adrienne told her that Genesis was with her dad, which we know now not to be true. Now, I know what we all are thinking, and I'm quite sure police are thinking the same thing. A lot of this stuff is not adding up. It seems like Adrienne was telling everybody different things about Genesis' whereabouts. Y'all, I'm really hoping that Adrienne begins to talk and she tells police exactly what happened to Genesis. So as of right now, that is all the information that I have. I will keep you guys updated. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts so far.
I'm really trying not to be too into it. She pointing. Who the hell she pointing at?
She got up and she moved.
Who is he? Who that man?
That's the son. That's the son.
That's the baby daddy.
Daddy fussing with her. It gonna get ugly than that. When she saw him coming, she got her. She ran over him. He could somebody there.
I understand she's going through something, but this is a child, dog. Ain't no excuse for that, dog.
You better hold him.
That's the baby daddy, y'all. He tight.
He's upset. He fussing with them. It's the uncle.
I know a fighter when I see a fighter. She gonna fight. Yeah, she probably got some weaknesses, but I'm saying. But that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you, though, because y'all know what I know. And I need to know.
Coming down. He be grabbing that damn man. I see him.
Amen.
Go that way with none of that no more. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Y'all sitting around getting me to run around like all that.
So that is the biological day. And that girl said it would.
I'm sick of it. We're not gonna sit around like ain't nobody doing nothing.
It's gonna get dark here in a couple hours, y'all.
You gonna miss all the bags coming that damn door.
You got me over here. I need to be on that side, because that's the side they're gonna come out of.
You gotta get between them.
But first,
You gotta get between them. If he get between them,
ooh, this the baby daddy,
he
y'all.
fussing them out. You can go to jail. Can't blame him.
He live in Florida.
Oh, he mad. He must have told him she did. He must have told him she did.
Yeah, that's the brother right there laughing, doing the stupid.
That's for brother.
That's right.
That's a biological daddy right there.
That's the little girl's daddy. He done drove 3 hours to get here.
And then he said that bullshit.
These are loved ones out here. Like, ain't no way that I can't tell me they ain't seen my child the other day.
Oh,
I know that's right.
oh.
Say that shit. Say that shit. She had to cook jailhouse talking about
He finna
something.
break down. He finna break down.
Girl, I'm trying.
break down. Oh, he finna break down. They need to get him. But see, they can't arrest him because he emotional right now. He letting out his feelings. He know his baby dead.
She don't do no stop playing around is what he said. Y'all playing much about my baby. Then what my child?
Oh, the daddy finally got out.
How old is the baby? 2 or 3?
It's really two. It's gonna be 3 and 2.
We all saying that because they keep announcing on the news thing.
I know y'all.
Oh,
Bald head, the baby doll was bald headed. She was in the baby doll with the hammer and screaming to the top of her lungs. So we're saying we don't know for sure, but we feel like that's her reacting what she did to the. some kids seen her doing this first through the window. Some kids seen it, and they took off running when she looked up at them. It is Vaughn. Mm-hmm. Yes, Brandon. Oh, yes. Yes, this is the baby from Enterprise, Sherry. This is. Mm-hmm. Oh, the friend and her got into it today about this because she was always there to try to. She said she's noticed she started drinking every day this month or whatever. She had done told the friend that the baby was with the daddy because the daddy was getting and she said every time that daddy give her the baby always come back. And she asked her last week, had she talked to the baby? Because she was finna make her a Valentine basket for her. And she said, she told her no, she haven't talked to her. Right, Nikki. You ask me, they don't even need no time. They don't need, you know what they need when I say no time. I don't mean life. That don't mean they need a life to live. Right, LB. And she always used to make excuses when he tried to get the baby. She always used to make up stuff when he tried to get the baby. And he last seen the baby. What they see again? Yeah, they said she was always banging and beating in the apartment all the time. Huh? Baby, FBI being a part of things like this. The FBI was out there. Everything was out there. Honestly. Everything. Yeah, that's what we was mentioning, stuff about the dumpster. They need to go check landfills, everything. It's just so sad. Like, shoot. I was literally at home before I went out there and out there crying. Like.
All right, so we just saw and heard all of that, and this is a very sad situation. I do have some sympathy for the father. I felt his pain, but I still stand behind what I said at the beginning of the video. There's no way in the world that I could go a month without talking to my child on the phone, even if I live 3 hours away. And so that alone right then and there, within the first week, I'm already suspicious. I'm suspicious as hell, right? And within that second week, I'm coming up there or down there, whichever way. I gotta drive, fly, I'm coming to check on the well-being of my daughter. Now, I know that this brother couldn't prevent something from happening that had already transpired. And I'm speaking from the premise if Genesis has already gained her wings. It's pretty clear and evident that that is probably the case. But at the end of the day, at least you made contact early enough to at least rattle the cage and get some motion going, you know, to find out where your daughter was and to get the investigation started. Now, as it pertains to Adrienne and the alleged accomplice Mariah, only have 2 words: firing squad. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Have a beautiful day.